How's it going? It's always going. Going good, going bad. A little bit of in between. You know what? Maybe tomorrow I will start a playthrough of Legends of Dragoon. Hands make the world go round, Mike. Don't do what things to you, Axel? Darn, when you have to work too? I'm sorry. Very sorry.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter. The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Can I... There we go.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Turn back.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Jack of Dust.
Here is the first member of my court.
You gonna talk about it?
The
All right.
Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his fellows, or his followers, to steal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple among the eternally shifting sand dunes lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands. Man, I wish I had card skills like that.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shadow. Yeah, Twitch does its biased thing where it'll only let certain people have different settings for views. Maybe in a little bit it'll kind of perk up.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Alright.
Choose from these options.
Crap. Of course. I choose the failure. Ah. You begin to make your way down the cliff face, but soon slip and fall painfully onto the rocks below. I lose 15 health. Jeez. At least I still get the weapon. An axe. Yeah, I'll take it.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective. Fair Merith, I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Marith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? I'm gonna go with gold. Marith seems surprised. It is unlike an adventurer to beg for coin, but very well, if that is your wish. 20 gold.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
15 gold. 20 gold. Alright. Remember, mortal, that bold heroes make for great ballads, but survivors think twice before meddling in the affairs of gods and monsters. Mr.
I was
Lionel.
never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. I love the mustache. That's the best part. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure you up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. He cackles uncontrollably for a few minutes, and then sits patiently waiting for your answer. What dost thou need? Need? I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground, and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Weapons with this trait allow the hero to counter their foes' attacks. Nice. This isn't really watchable for you. Alright. That's alright, Shadow. You take care, and I'll catch you later, my friend.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all.
You have discovered the exit to this area. Let's take the stairs.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
I
If
mean,
you defeat me,
he gave me a shield.
well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Ambush. A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. 2 of dust. I don't remember what the controls are, so we'll see. Sick.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when
Okay.
you see the flashing indicator.
It's just like Batman. Wow. This is not what you expected. You're going to play this one day? Oh, Hand of Fate is lovely. I played it once a little bit, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And I've been wanting to play it since. I just never got around to it. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill them. Shoot. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. Dealer draws you 3 gain cards. Got equipment, another shield.
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection. Really? Is that what you're going to do?
3 food, 5 food, plenty of food. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush. 3 of dust. My dude looks cool. I'm digging it. You recover what you can from the dead. I get more 3 more gain cards. Another equipment.
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless.
Ooh, and a shop. In a shady grove off of the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. General shops offer a range of items and healing, but at prices a little higher than usual. Let's see what they got.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Okay. Reveal stairs encounter upon entering a level and grants a gold bonus for revealing every encounter on a level. A sword, a shield, and a rusty axe. Honestly, this is probably the best thing for me.
A small aid to navigation, but still.
How much is food? 1 food is 4, 10 food is 30. I don't really need food, so I guess I'm good.
You have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron, I forge my tools. Now we see your metal. This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Alright. I've discovered the Jack of Dust. Let's take him on.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Ow!
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories,
Jack of
and your
Skulls,
resolve.
Dead King's
If you
Hall,
fall at the first hurdle,
Local Peasant,
none reach
Devil's
the line.
Choice, River,
We have wagered,
Captain of the
and
Guards.
you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve,
Medium Armor,
so do
Chains
I.
of Rage,
Balance.
Mercenary
must be
Contract,
attained.
Medium Armor, Fortitude's Breath, and Desperate Measures. Bandit Attack.
Shall we deal again? Ah, good. Now you understand the basics, we can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Two of Skulls and 3 supplies.
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
So use a recommended equipment encounter deck? No. So, let's see. I think this is what's currently in my deck. So, let's remove that and bring in Fortitude's Breath. We'll remove sword. Actually, we'll remove both swords and just get another axe in here for now. What does this do? This card is new, and thus its contents are unknown. Alright, so let's throw that in there. Let's throw that in there, and actually we'll get rid of one of those axes to throw in the medium armor, so that way we can discover them. Welcome to the wild card update for Hand of Fate. This update adds different fates that you can select in order to change the way the game plays. Each fate provides different modifier plays. Interesting. Okay. Provides an all-around easier experience. Provides a standard gaming experience with no special modifications to rules or decks. This provides a more challenging game experience requiring skill, luck, and determination. Highly skilled at combat but unlucky. An expert at games of chance and luck but unskilled in combat. Has forsaken carrying excess equipment to pursue a personal journey. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's bonuses and stuff to him. Player is stronger in combat, enemies are weaker. Player moves and attacks faster in combat. Enemies move and attack faster, they also inflict more damage. Your counterattacks do more damage. Bandits now have throwing knives. You do increased damage as your combo meter rises. Chance card events are more difficult. Chance card events are easier. Combo multipliers are reduced. No inventory. Discarded equipment grants iron ore, a special food that is all that this fate can consume. The Iron Hunger. Curse of the Lion Prince. Start with low max health, but increases with each defeated enemy up to a max of 200. Can't wear heavy armor. Moving over completed encounter cards costs no food. Merchants are always revealed when you enter a level. Leaving a level with ambushes unencountered causes you to be cursed. Reduced prices. Shops always offer reduced prices. You will always be ambushed at the Tinker Shop and Jeweler. These are neat. I think if I'm gonna start with one, Warlord sounded fun. Player moves and attacks faster, but enemies are also faster and they attack harder, but my counterattacks do more damage. Oh, and it changes the deck too. Ooh, I can lose 30% of my gold. Maybe I'll stick with the default mode for now. Let's try out encounters. 10, 11, and 12. So I can choose 3. And these are locked. Okay. So I could get rid of Twisted.
Some cards are locked and cannot be
no, that one's
moved
locked. I can get rid of
from your deck.
Deadman's Gorge and get River. Alright. Let's start this one off.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice. You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
Twisted Canyon. See a weapon glinting in the sunlight, climb down and retrieve it. Alright. If I can follow... Alright, so... as long as it wasn't the top card, I was good. Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. Draw one equipment card. There's the axe. Let's do it. The Maiden again.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling
I'm gonna get
around
gold
the
again.
wheel and dipping into the
20,
same memories time
20.
and time again.
Oh, and 3. That's not very good fortune. The river.
Running water protects.
Your path is
against
blocked by a river. The water is clear, but fast flowing.
Generally, though,
Attempt to
it's
cross
just
the river.
a pain to get past.
Ooh, huge success. Oh yeah. Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you even stop to dive for some shiny stones on the riverbed that may fetch a few coins. Draw one gold gain card. 15 gold. I'll take it. Once on the other side of the river, you realize that one of the stones is in fact a ring. You put it away to have it cleaned and identified later, then continue your journey.
Token is yours. Well done.
Nice.
Head downwards if you dare.
Alright, well
Many
that's
have reached
legit.
this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Traveling Mage. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Sure, let's check it out. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. I think I got a rusty axe I could sell to you. Nope. What you got? A dragon ring. While all dragon relics are equipped, receive 50% max healing and full healing after every combat. Hag's Wraps. Each strike inflicts a curse, slowing and weakening your opponent. That would be nice for the Warlord. Our pet ferret has learned how to escape his cage. You have a pet ferret? When did that happen? Welcome back. Alchemical Silver? Press right bumper to attack faster with each successful strike. The longer your combo, the more explosive the reaction. I'm gonna go with the Dragon Ring.
The key to success is specialization. The more specific the intention, the more channeled the power, and the more dramatic is the result.
Oh, well, awesome. Ferrets are cool. And also very sneaky. Alright, Lionel.
I'm starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Maybe. Ask him what he needs. Give me that shield. I will certainly equip it. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. Sick.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Yeah, I'll take it. Does more damage. Alright. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at the Cabaret, he says slowly, standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons. Ambush.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
Maybe I'll get some gold or something? While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill him. Alright. I think he was like the under one, so I'm going to go with this one. Quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. I get a healing cap. Any healing that the player receives is doubled.
One sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough. You can always review your cards here.
Cool. Let's head on down.
Deeper towards our foe. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Oh. I killed the Jack of Dust before, now I get the Jack of Skulls, okay. Let's see, what don't I need? I don't need this axe anymore. And I'm carrying everything else. Let's see what you got to buy. Every third encounter does not consume food. Press... Alright. Fortitude's Breath, that's pretty nice. I can't get this mace. I wish. I think this is the last level, so I'm gonna go with this.
A shield for the marathon, not the sprint.
And then I'm gonna sell this. Dead King's Hall.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Alright.
More skeletons for you to deal with.
Oh, shoot. Crap. I wasn't expecting to get this shuffled twice. You are spotted as you approach and the creatures ready themselves for combat. Well, this'll be fun. That's a mean-looking mace. Ooh, I got desperate measures.
I'm impressed.
Sick.
Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
I will frickin' take it.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. Oh, that'll be simple. That's an awkward pose. No, thank you. Ooh. I do not like that spider there. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. Sick. Let's carry on. Devil's Choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
Cloak Devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your might. So-called hero, choose your foe. I like this one because it's got the interesting banner on it. You're no mighty hero. I will let you live with your choice. Wasn't much of a choice. It was fight two skeletons or two skeletons or two skeletons. Excellent, the devil cries. You have passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself. For food?
One of my cards.
Ooh, armory.
Benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
Let's go with the medium armor. Provides good protection against physical harm with minimal restriction on movement.
Armor protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
I'm getting a lot of coins. Jack of Skulls.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
This tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, the skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. Serving as captains to squads of lesser skeletons, these unholy abominations strike fear into the hearts of all warm-blooded folk, for until this fiend is defeated, their legions are effectively endless.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
I believe, unless you have Holy, which I'm pretty sure my mace has.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Or apparently I do not have that. Maybe it was only the one in the shop that had it.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose?
The Murder at Sea DLC has arrived. Visit the landlocked lubber to begin the quest. Ooh. The hunt for the White Minotaur has begun. Song of the White Minotaur. Ooh. The White Council is expanding its influence. The Goblin King's Halls DLC is ready. The underworld awaits your sacrifice. For diving into the river, you receive the Ring of Survival. For helping the captain of the guards, you receive a mace and a mace. For exploring the Dead King's halls, you receive a treasure chest. For surviving the Devil's Choice, you receive Devil's Wager. As a reward for defeating my Skeleton Jack, you receive these new cards: the Crucible, Queen of Dust, Helpful Priest, and Desert Storm. Hey, Finks! As a reward for defeating Skeleton Jack, I receive Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Angel's Wing, and Frostfang.
Shall we deal again?
Heck yeah.
Another round, and our game truly begins.
I am doing well, Finks, thank you. How are you, my friend? 3 Rockfall and 3 Good Fortune.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Damocles? What do you do? During combat, press right bumper to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. I don't really want that. I don't know what the Ring of Survival does yet, so I'll throw that in there. I definitely want to try Frostfang. Gonna get rid of those and put in the maces. I don't need the medium armor. I'm curious what Consuming Shame is. We'll get the Helm of Reflection and Angel's Wing. Go, that sounds good to me. Just make sure this is still on an adventure. Yep. Alright. So, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And that. And that. Let's put in the helpful priest, the treasure chest, Devil's Wager, Desert Storm, the Crucible, the Goblin King's Halls, and Indecent Arrival? Sure. You're okay, currently getting more snow on top of your 16 inches. Geez, 16 inches? Who needs that much snow? Is that why you put up a picture of a car just, like, buried in snow?
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
Was that your car, Finks? Because that's ridiculous.
I've added some cards to spice up the game. In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully. A little gold to give you a taste for it.
Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell, mortal. Oh, that wasn't yours? Okay, well that's good. Alright, sick. Mr. Lionel, give me that shield. Helpful priest already.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I'll bless you in the name of the old gods. Give the priest half your food. Alright, huge success. Where are you going, buddy? You're on top.
A choice. Select your desire.
Let's get that huge success. He speaks in the language of the old religion for several minutes and then gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw 2 blessing cards. Will of the gods.
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course.
I am so low on food.
Began, as always.
I thought he wanted money. At the start of each combat, a random opponent is highlighted. If that creature is the first to die, then it pops out 5 gold, which the player may collect. Whenever the player is struck by a ranged attack, there is a chance that the attacker will be stunned for 3 seconds. Yeah, I guess those are nice. But I don't think you understand. I need food really badly.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits. Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
See a weapon glinting in the sunlight. Let's climb down to retrieve it. I don't know where that one went, but I know it wasn't the top, so... Landlocked Lubber.
Win this and claim my token.
The door to the landlocked lubber opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveler. Before I can greet you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or, God forbid, smelled a kraken? What is a kraken? The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns, and scents of the Kraken, after which you learn that his name is Carlo, and in years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns the inn and stays as far away from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home.
Take the token. It is yours.
Call for the priest. Please let me buy food. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade. Yes. Buy food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Buy blessings? Any kill made by using an axe grants a player 5 health. I can't afford these anyway. So I'm just going to get more food. Because I don't know how many cards there are in this deck. Ooh, a treasure chest.
A treasure chest?
While exploring a dungeon, you see a
What more
treasure chest at the end of the hall.
of success could we imagine?
Oh gosh. Alright, either one of these. I think you're the bottom one. Okay, thank God.
A challenge for you. And a
Treasure
token
chest looks
if you
battered,
succeed.
but still intact. What treasure might it hold? Attempt to pry it open. Alright. After a mighty heave, the lock gives way and the spoils are yours. 4 gain cards. Gain 1 equipment. Desperate measures.
Prepare for bad times.
Heck yeah.
Savor the good.
Ooh, another equipment. Chains of Rage. During combat, strikes
An
sustained
excellent
from
way to
bows and
turn
wands
an
have a chance to
injury
restore
into
your
an asset.
cooldowns. Yeah, let's put it
I'm
on.
sure that's the right approach. More gold for you, and with it, more problems.
Dig it. Hitch a ride.
It's
Catch a
better than trudging
ride.
along a muddy road. Certainly. You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
Indecent arrival.
We play for a token now.
You are minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it's his time, then it must be done. Follow. You follow the masked men outside. Immediately, you are confronted by a large crowd, all wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles. So I'll ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light into the distance. Once the light is faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. You catch up with them, and to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers and he already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bonds of rope. What do you guys think I should do? Interrupt or stay hidden? Interrupt? Alright. You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed toward the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you, and you cannot escape. Escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with two very significant differences. The crowd of masked onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerge foul hell beasts. 4 of hell. Ow! Stop it! So I interrupt a ritual and get sent to hell. That's good to know. After you destroy the last hell beast, the portal stirs back to life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex, before being deposited in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. Very intense. Those are vicious little beasts. And a shabby... oh, same thing as always. Traveling healer. See what they have to offer. Do I have anything to sell? Yeah, I can sell my old mace. And what about food? 5 food for 18? Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, a rockfall.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Ooh, gosh. Alright. Please... I think you're this one? Crap. There's 10 health.
Ouch.
And 5 max health. Just when you think it's over, you're knocked unconscious by a large rock striking your unprotected head. A good warrior always wears a helmet, you remember. Hours later, when you awaken to find that some of your supplies are missing. Lose 3 gold. Lose 30% of gold. It's a good thing I just bought food.
Bandits, eh? Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all. One can't help but admire their single-mindedness.
Yay, 3 food. Kinda wish I got some gold for that, but alas. Oh, another rockfall. Gosh darn it.
Again, the stones tumble upon you.
Alright, let's see if I can follow this one. It's much easier when they put them on the top. You dodge the rocks by ducking into a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge and climb around the new rockfall. You hear a voice somewhere above say, "Did I hit him?" Run up and attack the bandits. Jeez, 6 bandits. They really want me. You loot the bodies of the fallen bandits, get Angel's Wing. This helm imbues the wearer with greater movement speed.
Material gain to be made.
And Frostfang. Each hit slows the target with cold. Press left bumper to shoot a cone of ice. Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna try it.
Again, a token is at stake.
One night as you lie in a forest clearing, you are disturbed by the sight of a shadowy figure watching you from the darkness. "Well met!" the goblin exclaims, stepping into the light and sitting by the fire. "Just the armed warrior I've been seeking!" Ask him to elaborate. The goblin makes himself comfortable. "My name is Mr. Lionel. Excuse me. And I have a tale of woe to share with you, and perhaps an opportunity for you to make a tidy profit from my misfortune." He goes on to tell the story of his troubles with the king of the goblins while lamenting his subsequent banishment from the goblin community. "The king could have shown leniency," he concludes, "given that his daughter and I were both drunk from the excellent Delesian brandy served at his coronation. Instead, he opted to make his first official act my banishment. The fool will regret it, though, for now it is time for revenge," he says eagerly, taking out a strange amulet. "For hundreds of years, the Goblin Kings have gathered treasure and hoarded it in a series of enchanted and ever-changing treasure vaults. Only the Goblin King himself knows where this treasure vault is hidden. But now I have a way to find them. I just need a lock of elven hair to complete this magical device." Accept the task. "Excellent! Just get the hair by any means possible. Don't worry, I'll find you again once your quest is complete." With that, he returns to the shadows and sits down behind a bush, watching you. Creepy. Oh, this is the last one.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
This desert queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
I don't know if I like the sound of this. We'll see if Frostfang does me any good. Ow. Well, that is legit.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Uninterrupted hit counter. There are some things that'll give you a hit multiplier with the more hits you get successively. The Goblet. Stronger counterattacks. Your counterattacks do more damage. Your stunning attacks now render enemies dazed for longer. Your starting equipment has been upgraded. Bandit strength has increased, skeleton strength has increased, and bandits now use throwing knives. Alright.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Health Potion, Healer's Ring, and Charity for dealing with the priest. Your meeting with Carlo of the Landlocked Lover gains you the Smuggler's Wharf. For plundering a locked treasure chest, you receive Armory, draw 2, select 1 to keep, and Fool's Gold. For venturing into the Underworld, you receive Alicia or Alicia in Underworld. I think it's Alicia, it's supposed to be like Alice. For joining Mr. Lionel's quest, you gain this token, the Maiden, again. As a reward for defeating my Bandit Queen, I receive Jack of Plague, Asleep in the Forest, Field of Poppies, and Battle at Brooktop. As a reward for defeating my Bandit Queen, you receive these new cards, Fleet Cuffs, Armor of Cold, and Huge Hammer. I'm down.
Play again. Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
The rats? Ratman hunting an angry mob.
The rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
What did Angel's Wings do? Oh yeah, it made me faster. Look at all these things I still need to get. Oh, I do have to fill them all away. That sucks. Let's do the river again. And then we'll toss in Angel's Wings. Some of these helmets. There we go.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
Helpful Priest. I don't really want to give up my food. Sorry, dude. Mr. Lionel. Give him the bread from my plate. Aha! I know what you need. And some plum cakes appear in front of you. Oh, so depending on... Alright, well thanks. Gave me the one food back that I gave you. So depending on what I tell him, he'll give me a different thing.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom. Choose from these options.
Heck yeah, I'll take Frostfang. Thank you, sir.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly. Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
Your thoughts turn to Mr. Lionel and his need for some elven hair. Request a lock of hair from the maiden. The maiden considers this for a moment before slicing a few strands from her hair. As you wish, but be cautious, mortal. You have the taint of a goblin about you, and they may never be trusted. The greatest of magical artifacts were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely, and they may guide you to victory. Farewell, mortal. Cool. After every third combat, the player receives plus 20 health. Whenever the player receives healing, they also gain plus 1 gold, no benefit if they were already fully healed. All weapon attacks are enhanced with a powerful poison that taints the victim's mind and body. That's awesome. Ooh, once per contract, press the right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful attack drop gold. Alright, well, I don't think I currently need any of those, and I can't afford much. See if we can fjord the river.
This time?
Alright, huge success. Right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't much of a huge success.
One more step down.
I'm displeased.
And we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs. What brings you to play the game? Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest,
Ratman hunting.
You are silent. Now you begin to trespass upon the Ratmen's hunting grounds.
Alright, let's see.
Plague by name.
See if I can do this by being untouched.
The rats leave behind a deadly toxin.
Oh man, yes, the plague. Filthy ratses. You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of ratmen. Pay someone to take care of it, perhaps. Another traveling jeweler. Let's see what you got. I can discover things. Same things as before. Still can't afford any of it, though. I will, however, buy some food. No luck with gold this day. Battle at Brooktop.
These places are rife with power. It is not chance that you should meet a warlock here.
A light draws you to a nearby hilltop, where you see a warlock disappear in a cloud of sulfur, leaving behind his summoned minions. Ain't nothing bad about fighting 3 bandits of dust.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps. I always admire a man who can turn an enemy's force against them. This is what I was looking for. You show some aptitude for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
All right. $15 gold. Awesome. 3 food. Awesome.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends.
The Song of the White Minotaur. The Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around. You arrive there wary from your travels, or from your adventures, but tonight's entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and the crowd starts to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing requests for small groups. He serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and is then generously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus of foul language aimed at the folks from the next town over. He approaches you. Well, well, well. We do have here a most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale of insipid chivalry or brash tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stirring ballad of bloodshed, heroism, and death. The bard sings for you the fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. Its power is such that it has felled every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker it has ever crossed.
I've waited long enough.
At the close of his song, the bard leans in close to you and whispers, "The White Minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if he were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in the tales he told me over supper. All yours for a small donation." I think it was this one. Nope, that's a huge failure. Awesome. I'll take all the gold in your pockets. Pay the bard all your gold? Well, what else am I going to do with it? The bard bestows upon you all the knowledge that he has gleaned about the White Minotaur. Angry mob.
So quick to anger. That's what makes them a mob, really.
As you approach the small town of Witchburn, an angry mob of peasants marches forth and confronts you. "The right men have eaten all our food! We're starving! We demand food!" Give them nothing. You try to ask them why they have no food and to explain that they have no reason to attack you. The hungry peasants surround you even as you try to speak. Come on, be on top. You were on the bottom and I think that's you. Nope. "I've got his food sack," somebody yells, dashing into the crowd. After a brief scuffle, nothing is left of your food supplies but a few scraps of torn material. Holy crap. I'm completely out of food. I think I'm done.
The deeper you go, the greater the risk of starvation.
Norwich Port is little more than wooden planks sticking out over water. It's a den of iniquity. Visitors and inquiries are obviously not welcomed. You spend your time getting acquainted with the workings of the wharf, looking for avenues to gain information. You have found 3 ways you might find out about the missing ship. Steal some logs, bribe a worker, or help a captain drown his sorrows. Drink with the captain. In what passes for a bar in the shanty town, you find a ship's captain drowning her sorrows. They must be frightful sorrows because she's drowning them in Delesian brandy. You pull up a stool next to her and, while inquiring about her misfortune, attempt to find out what she may know about the missing boats. You can tell the captain knows something, but she's not parting with it yet. However, she seems pleased to have company. Drink more. What have I got to lose? You gulp down another small glass of terrible, terrible brandy. It takes surprisingly little for the captain to open up about the missing boats and her own fears that she and her boat might be next. The captain only reveals one thing. Highbinder? And will say nothing more on the matter. You plan to head back to Carlo at the landlocked lubber and see what you can do with the information you gleaned.
Your prize.
Oof.
Open the chest, see what it contains. I'm curious.
Alright. One of those 2. I think this one. Alright, there's 15 gold.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Fool's Gold. On every weapon ability usage, all bandits are stunned for 3 seconds. Every bandit killed nets the player 2 gold. That's nice. Another equipment. The mace.
Perfect for bludgeoning the undead.
No, thank you. And 40 gold. Thank God.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved.
Oh boy, am I. First off, let me sell this other mace that I do not need. And then let me buy some food.
Food is crucial for healing. If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between encounters. You'll also begin to starve. It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though. Wealth and health. A recipe for a happy life. I doubt things will end that way, mind you. It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly. Hush.
Oh God, that's so
Can you
many.
hear the way his claws scratch the tiles?
While crossing a forest clearing, you meet a peasant woman. Greetings, stranger. The winter has been hard on my family this year. In the forest behind her, you sense movement. In exchange for some food, I will tell you everything I know about these lands. Lady, I ain't got food to spare. Goodbye then, stranger, the woman says, waiting for you to move on. Sorry. I probably could have given her 1 food now that I think about it. Let me get the money! Let me get the money! Curses.
A little extra health.
Great. That's exactly what I
Only a
needed.
momentary respite.
I need food, not health.
A crucible to heat and purify the flawed metal. You, in this case.
The town of Stigal sits upon the only safe crossing of the River of Ernst. However, the only adventurers allowed to cross are those who pass through the Crucible. In the Crucible, you will fight monsters for the entertainment of the townspeople of Stigal. What will you do? Enter the Crucible. Choose your opponent wisely, yells a man from the crowd. I'm betting on you. Let's go with the 3 of Dust. Let's give them a show, shall we? I'm really hoping for another merchant. You survived that round, I'll do it again. The crowd awaits your decision. The plague rats, obviously. After surviving the Crucible, you're paraded through the town and allowed to continue upon your adventure. A few random peasants throw coins saying, "You've made me rich, warrior." The dealer draws 4 gold gain cards. The card's token is now yours. 25 gold. That's more than a few gold coins. Holy cow. I wonder if I can go back to that lady after I get maybe some more food from somewhere, hopefully, maybe, please. Here we go. I ain't looking for some blessings or some healing. I'll be good there. Just, let me get some food from you.
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
Do I have a curse on me? Twice the fall. The player loses 5 gold for every fail and 10 gold for every huge failure. Yikes. Another angry mob.
Once the
oh god, not again.
Towards the edge of the town, anger follows shortly behind.
Okay, so there's 5. Try to avoid the crowd. Use your Frostfang weapon to slow them down. Oh, waves of magical cold sweep over the crowd as you unleash your Theurgy. Stunned from freezing, the peasants can do little more than watch you rapidly retreating form. Yep. Can I help her again? Nope. Oh, it's just a waste of food.
They will not let you pass so
disappointing.
Easily. Prepare yourself.
Frostfang is ridiculous, and I love it. A traveling mage. What you got, my arcane brother? Anything good for me? Herney's Antlers. Lizardmen take double damage from the player's attack. Well, too bad I'm not going up against any of the lizardmen. Field of Poppies.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget and also recall.
You wander among a field of poppies. Too late, you realize that the poppies are making you sleepy. Oh no! Well, that's kind of good. Oh, there's the Crucible again.
The battlefield of honor, or at least a close approximation.
Well, let's get some more money, shall we? Maybe we'll hit another place and give more food. So in order to travel from card to card, you spend a food. Food is also used in trades against people or other events. And then on top of that, food is used to heal. So if you travel without food, you lose health. If you travel with food, after suffering damage, you'll gain health.
We meet the Jack again. Did you think him done before?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top. As are we. A pleasure to see the Queen return.
Oh, now I have to fight the Queen of Dust and... Ow. God. That one hurt a lot. Yeah. After surviving the Crucible, you're paraded through the town. You've made me so much money. 3 gold. Alright, that's not that much. 20. Okay, that's a good bit. 15. Let's do it.
I'm sure you are grateful for
10 gold. Alright, 96. God, there's the angry mob I didn't want.
Turns, anger rises. Anger without form or direction.
There's the local peasant.
Hungry mouths.
Oh, they still take some of my food?
War
No, I'm almost done with
nothing else.
Yeah, give her 5 food. The woman takes your food eagerly, passing it to some children who suddenly rush from the forest, hands outstretched. You have given us enough food to survive the winter, stranger. She retrieves a sack from behind a bush. This was my husband's before he died. Please accept it as thanks. Alright, a mace.
As pleases
Oh,
you.
that's not what I wanted to do. While the children eat, the woman speaks of length of what she has seen and heard recently. Oh. So she tells me everything that I can go for. Yeah, I want Frostfang, thank you. So that's a place that I can get more food, which is good. So yeah, let's do that. See, there's like 4 more to go, so we'll do that. Damocles, Alchemical Silver, Hag's Wraps, Plunderer's Cap. Yeah, sure, let's do that.
It's not enough
and then...
that you kill them, you'll curse them too. One piece of each type of equipment, and you're ready to take on the world.
Wait, what was that extra thing I had? Oh, right. I've picked up some stuff. We'll just buy more food. That was an annoying battle, and I almost died, and I'm not okay with it.
Nature is the greatest threat, even with the queen now dispatched.
You are traveling through a desert. When a dust storm approaches, you may be able to reach safety in some nearby hills before the storm hits you. Run for the hills. Ugh. Alright. I think it was this one.
Select your desire.
You reach the hills just as the dust storm arrives.
Here is your token.
Excellent.
Well done.
Alright, 3 guys. I can take them out. No problem.
Once loosed upon the lands, the rats will find you.
All right, more rats.
Where you go to ground.
That healer's ring was well worth it. You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. Right. So let's use some food to get some more health. And boom. Almost full health for this.
He awaits. Plague and pestilence and blood.
Put in plenty of work. Faster and stronger than normal ratmen, this beast inspires all vermin around him to strike faster the more damage he sustains. It's a good thing I have that curse that slows him down. Here is a beast who hates your kind and has grown fat and evil with that hatred. The Jack of Plague will kill you and suck the marrow from your bones.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
Ow. Oh, that is an amazing mask. I love it.
queens and kings of the rat kind have lost a child here today. For slaughter, your reward.
For gaining the Elf Maiden's hair, you receive Goblin King's Halls 2. For exploring Brooktop Hill, you receive 25 Gain Fortune and the Altar. For hearing the Song of the White Minotaur, you receive the Hunting the Huntsman. For infiltrating Nullwich Port, you receive the Landlocked Lubber 2. For surviving the arenas in the town of Stegall twice, you receive Draw 2, Select 1 for the Armory, Noble Trader, A Wife's Fury, and Loan. Ooh. Those don't sound good. For feeding the local peasant woman, you receive Draw 3, Inspect and Put Back, and Great Helm of Reinforcement. That sounds nice. For surviving a desert storm, you get Lost in the Desert. Cool. As a reward for defeating my Ratman Jack, you receive Berserker Armor, Scorching Zeal, ooh, Culling the Ratman, King of Dust, Devil's Carnival, Embertown Hero. For defeating Ratman Jack, Ratman Hunting, and Ratman Hunting as new challenges.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Now we play.
I've unlocked Endless Mode now as well. Wow, the King of Dust already? What comes after the King of Dust? 5, 6 of Dust, and 4 Ambush. Whenever a player finishes combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health. Eee.
Some men thrive in anarchy and chaos. The King of Dust is one such. His tools are cruelty and terror, and I suspect he will harbor a great hatred for you, my friend.
So many new cards. Alright, what can I get rid of? I can get rid of the local peasant, the Crucible, Battle at Brooktop. Field of Poppies, yes please. I do not want that anymore. I don't want to forget everything. Though it helped me, I don't want to forget everything. And that wasn't as great as I was expecting it to be. So there we go. We'll try all those. Alright, let's go after the King of Dust.
In these lands, the King of Dust takes his tithe of all.
Very cool. Plenty of shops. This is going to be a big game.
You face the first of my kings. Each has shaped the nature of their forces with the strength of their will. They will turn that power to your destruction.
The altar.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
On a deserted hilltop in a faraway land, you discover an old altar. The gods of the old religion are powerful yet unpredictable in their favors. Do you wish to pray at the altar? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's see if I can follow this one. Alright. Well, anyone but the end, and I'm good. On bended knee, you beseech the gods to aid you in your quest. A distant rumbling and a flash of lightning answers your prayer. One blessing card. Wrath of the Old Gods. At the beginning of every battle, the Old Gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies.
That next time.
Ha! That's a good deck building joke. I like it. Embertown Hero.
A quest that may lead you down many paths.
Come across an injured adventurer whose battered and bloodied armor tells you he's seen combat recently. I've been chasing a pack of thieves that attacked my home village of Embertown. I killed some of them in an ambush, but I fear I lack the strength to chase the rest down. If you have any honor, you will find those jackals and make them pay. Sure.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
You have caught up with the Embertown village raiders who call out, "Stay your hand, adventurer, and we will share the spoils with you." Refuse the deal with the thieving scum. You tell them to ask their gods for more mercy than you are about to show them. Pfft. Piece of cake. Look at how easy that was. The gods have aided me this day. I wonder if it'll ever hit a boss. You carefully turn out the thieves' pockets. Ooh, 3 food. Awesome. Draw 3. Keep 1. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do I want? The healer's ring was nice because it gave me a bunch of gold, but I kind of want to go for the new helmet. Let's go with the helmet.
There's no strength like hidden strength.
I didn't even read what it did. I guess we'll find out.
The token is yours. Let us see what you do with your newfound abilities.
The unique helmet upgrades the class of your armor from light to medium or medium to heavy. Sick. I now have medium armor, technically.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly. Do you understand how this game works now? Do you comprehend the stakes?
Bro just said you better pray. I did. My gods answered first. Let's see what you got. Frostfang. Oh, how I want you. Can I sell anything? I ain't got nothing to sell. Alright. The next step of your journey takes you from a cave out to the feet of an imposing forest. Ah, yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Let me discover the rest. Sick, treasure chest. While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of a hall. Let's approach it. Alright, I got 2 successes. Let's see if I can track them. Ah, I think it was this one. Now I just gotta open it. So I have to do any of them but that one. Ooh, crap. I knew it was the second one. I knew it.
Now you have reached a point from which the path ahead is unclear. What will be your solution?
Wander aimlessly before finding my way back to civilization. Oh, what? That was a success? And I lose 3 food? Lame. Whatever.
What brings you to play the game? Ha, I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
While sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost running towards you. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling that it means no harm. Its voice is weak and distant. You forget me already. Has this place already corrupted you so? I should not be here. I fear his servants already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes feel achingly familiar. Please come home. You blink, and the ghost is gone. At your feet is a bag of food. Hallelujah. 10 food. Heck yes.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Yeah, seriously, I was so close to not failing that chest. So close. It's just so difficult to track them.
Seems you have made an enemy of the rat men. They do not normally attack unless provoked.
I lost 6 gold? Oh, right. For all the health I have, I lose gold. I forgot. Charity.
Ah, the wandering mendicant. Will humanity ever move beyond poverty, religion, and charity?
Yeah, sure. We'll do it. I'll give 5 food. Ah, the priest exclaims and draws out a tarnished old ring. I'll have the kids polish it up first. In the meantime, take my blessing. Guardian Angel, after your first
Very nice
chance card
indeed.
pick, you may return the card and draw again after shuffling.
This tale begins,
Sweet!
and then proceeds relentlessly. With each step, you will discover a new card and a deeper mystery. Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Ooh, the Helm of Reflection is cool. Upon reflecting a projectile, the helm creates a small force explosion. I can dig it. Anything to sell? Nope. Any food? How much is food? I don't think it's worth it right now. Unless I get an angry mob or something. I think I'm good. Ooh, hunting the huntsman, yes.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
It turns out that it's not too hard to track down a mad huntsman who's on a crusade across the countryside in search of a mythical beast. He has been spotted interrogating tavern goers, accosting travelers in the woods, and closely scrutinizing various animal droppings. You hear that he recently left the small town of Thatchcross and was seen heading into the forest nearby. You follow a set of tracks that lead into a leafy glade. Colorful autumn debris blankets the ground. You stop dead when you hear a suspiciously loud snapping sound beneath your feet. Oh god. Redraw, please. Really? Twice in a row? Twice in a row. You look down just in time to see the ground beneath you give way. You fall sharply into a dark pit. Oh, there goes my helmet and 10 health.
Oh dear.
As you rise to your feet inside the pit, you hear a voice from above. How disappointing. Not only are you not the white minotaur I'm searching for, you're not any kind of minotaur. So careless for you to have fallen into my trap. I'd love to hang around, yet it appears that your spelunking has attracted some of the locals. The voice fades into the distance and is replaced by the not-so-stealthy sounds of large creatures approaching through the trees. Well, I guess I get to try that later.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Excellent work, my lad, Mr. Lionel declares, citing the lock of elven hair and leaping to the ground. Didn't have to break too many bones getting this, I trust. Never mind. Best I don't know, eh? He then calibrates the device, turning it over in his hand. This bit turns like this. This now pushes in there. Not sure what this fibbly bit does here. It's working! Lionel gasps with glee as the amulet begins to glow. By waving the amulet around in the air, the goblin somehow contrives to lead you on a haphazard journey over hills and across rivers until finally you come to a trapdoor hidden by foliage under an ancient tree. Through the doorway you see a stone chamber and hear a variety of strange mechanical noises. There may be some traps. Kings can never be too careful when guarding their treasure, I'm sure I mentioned them earlier. Now get in there and steal 50 gold pieces for me. I'll hold your gold until you get out and meet you on the other side. Good luck. With a firm boot to your backside, Lionel sends you tumbling through the trapdoor. Excellent. Well, this is unique. I didn't know it did this. Ow. I definitely didn't get 50 gold pieces. There was not 50 gold pieces. Mr. Lionel immediately greets you upon your escape, lifting your bag of gold before you even realize he is there. He counts out the coins you managed to retrieve. Not nearly enough. I want my revenge. Get back in there and get me my gold. Go back into the maze. Still not going to be nearly enough, because I lose some. Same old, same old. Go back in the maze. Well, at least they give me the chance to do it over and over. That's nice. Not bad at all, he says happily. I'll eat these later. For now, good work, my boy. You'll eat them? Let's get out of here before the Goblin King discovers what's what. Here's your gold back. Sorry if it smells like old cheese now.
Here. Take it.
Alrighty then.
Descend ever deeper into the subterranean pit.
Oh, I could have left with some of the gold, maybe. Unless he wouldn't let me. Oh, thank God for the maiden. One day in a shabby forest, you encounter the elf maiden. She stops to greet you. Ask for supplies, please. That was so little. The greatest of magical artifacts. Oh, I already know that. Okay.
The bandits are sorely loyal to their king. They will not let you reach him easily.
Yo, I haven't gotten anything new. No new weapons, no new armor.
Choose from these options. Chains for armor, as you will.
I almost don't want that. I think I'll take this
Artifacts
instead.
provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
Even though I lose gold per health, that's probably not a good idea, but hey, maybe we'll make a good bit of gold out of this. Yeah. That was a decent bit of gold, I'd say.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Oh, sick. Thank you for the more health. Devil's Carnival?
At its heart, these traveling shows are but mockeries of the true mysteries.
One day, just as dusk gathers, you reach a large country town hosting a traveling circus. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly colored and now faded and stained with dust. Peasants and nobles alike wander the streets and alleys past wonders and amazements, seeming almost dazed. There's something about the place that dulls your senses, and for a while you forget your quest, forget even the path that brought you to this place. Oh, crap. Alright. You drift along the various stalls and booths, stopping to look at whatever catches your eye. The mysteries of the carnival await you. Oh gosh, again? You pass a stall that presents a wide variety of colored vials, elixirs, and potions for sale. A young woman sees your interest and gestures to a bright green mixture, saying with a thick accent, "Care to taste? It not cost gold." You take a sip of the liquid, then suddenly decide to drink down the entire bottle. After a moment, you feel refreshed and full of energy. "No, no," the woman says, waving away your coin. "I say, the price you pay not gold, you pay later." The dealer draws you 1 max health card. You leave the stall feeling a bit confused at the woman's cryptic words. What could the price be if not your gold? Sometime later you find yourself standing at the edge of a forest, the sounds of the crowds behind you. Day is but dawning. But which day? Looking back, you see the ruined buildings of a country town long ago abandoned. Oh, I didn't win. Interesting. I didn't win that one because I didn't get the coin. Alright, what you got for me? This would be really nice.
Interesting choice. I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Loan.
Usury, the root of all troubles.
In a busy market town, you are approached by a shopkeeper on the verge of losing his store. If you lend me the gold I need to save my store, I will repay you one day with interest. I don't have the money. Shopkeeper sighs, saying that I fear it will be the arena for me. I cannot pay my debts. Sorry, buddy. Maybe next time.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all. On this floor, the King of Dust waits for you. He is prepared. Are you? Win this
Alicia
and
in
claim my token.
in Underworld. As you attempt to discover more about the bizarre portal you encountered, one name keeps reoccurring, a mystic named Alicia. Apparently, her expertise on all aspects of shadow realms, interdimensional travel, and beasts of the void is unparalleled. You track Alicia's caravan. She travels under the guise of a fortune teller. Her appearance doesn't match the whispers about her. She's considerably shorter and has much more of a beard. She audibly clears her throat before speaking to you. Welcome, stranger. She recoils in mock blindness. The dark clouds of fate swirl around you in a tempest. For a little gold, I can help you see your future through the storm. Explain your interest in finding out more about the underworld. The mystic looks around nervously before saying, Now, what makes you think that I'd know anything about such things? I am but a humble fortune teller. Can I not interest you in such services? Oh gosh. This one? Nope. Where was it? It was the first one. Let's try this one again. Oh, thank God. The mystic's eyes flash wide open. Your fortune is awash with death and destruction, but there is also hope. You carry fortune's favor with you. How may I aid you in your endeavors? To someone with such a powerful aura as yours, I could tell of what I know. The price for such information, though, would be high. A powerful magical trinket such as the one you are carrying? Exchange an artifact for the mystic's information about the underworld. Might as well. You hand over an artifact to the mystic. She appears quite surprised. Okay then. I guess now I have to tell you all of the many things that I know about the underworld. Gone is the smooth voice of the mystic, replaced by a much more agricultural accent. Seemingly unsure of her words, the underworld is a strange and mystical place? Look, the mystic, the real one, just pays me to drive the carriage and look after the horses. I just fill in occasionally. The other day she comes over all strange, talking about portals to the underworld and such, and says she's going to investigate. That was 2 days ago. I'm starting to get a bit worried. Will you go look for her, adventurer? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. You venture out into the woods behind the mystic's caravan and soon come across another portal like the one at the village sacrifice. As you edge closer to the portal, a powerful voice booms out in a delighted cackle. At last, a visitor to my domain. You are dragged into the portal. Once you're ejected on the other side, you shout to the sky. I missed what it said. Sure would have been nice to have that artifact. Bugger. With the last hell beast slain, the voice rings out once more. You have won for now, but my forces will rise up and take the land above by force. You cannot stop us. Alright. Ambush, yay!
You may have to contend with every bandit in the kingdom before you reach the king.
Fine by me. Yay, one equipment. Armor of Cold. Nearby enemies are immediately slowed as the chilling effects of the armor takes hold. I love it. I want it. Give me. 3 food. 10 gold, which doesn't do me any good anyway. There's the King of Dust.
Very few are so foolish as to deliver themselves to the king.
The king is fierce in battle, but loyal to his troops. He can choose to heal them during combat. The King of Dust broke faith with king and country long ago and has made himself rich and powerful through judicious application of cruelty and terror outside of law for decades.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
Well, this guy's going down.
There are many who will be pleased that you have defeated the likes of my lesser king. As for me, I think you have but proven that I must defeat you entirely.
Have I now?
A set of new trinkets for you. You will need them, and more.
For gaining the praise of the gods of the old religion, I get a 30 gold Great Fortune and the Demon Trader. Ooh. For defeating the bandits who looted Embertown, I get the Ring of Justice. For discovering a tomb while lost in the desert, I get 25 gold for good fortune and Desert Colt. For showing the ghost you are merciful, I receive a sleep at the inn. For donating food for the orphans, I get 5 food gain, Ring of Poverty, and Charity 2. For helping Mr. Lionel with his quest, I get Goblin King's Halls 3. For attempting to rescue the Mystic, I receive Greenborough Forest. I love that there's all these like interweaving stories in this overarching story. As a reward for defeating my Bandit King, I get Feathered Ice, Life's Climb, ooh, Jack of Scales, Hero's Remains, Stranger in the Shadows, and Old Graveyard.
Come once more to the game.
Dang.
The more you play, the more I wonder.
Mana drain. Cooldown times for weapons and artifacts are doubled. Yike. In every combat, the last enemy alive can no longer be stunned or interrupted. Also yike. Dat card mastery. This is awesome.
The suit of scales are represented by these lizard men. Quiet, patient, lethally subtle, and coldly intelligent. Of all the creatures I have incarnated as suits, these please me the most.
Yeah, let's throw Life's Climb in there. That's awesome. Honestly, we can get rid of that shield because I start with one. We'll get Feathered Ice, Ring of Justice, and Ring of Poverty in there. And I still have so many of these. Look at how many new things I have. I didn't get the Devil's Carnival one. Or that one, or the Loan. But I will get rid of those. I'll get rid of Embertown Hero. And Twisted Canyon. And let's definitely get Greenborough Forest, Goblin King's Halls 3. I can almost get all of these. Let's do Charity 2, Demon Trader, Sleep at the Inn, Desert Colt, Stranger in the Shadows, Heroes Remain. Treasure chest is nice. The altar was cool. They'll give me some good starting stuff. I'll wait on the Old Graveyard, I guess.
You have taken one of my symbols, but now we begin to play dance. My scepter is at stake, and I do not intend to lose it. Scales. I have saved the lizard men for now, but the stakes have been raised. there is no weapon I will not use against you.
Yes, sir. I will give you 10 gold. The shopkeeper gratefully accepts your gold, saying you won't regret this. Gold payback. After 10 steps,
Many
the player
of these
draws
blessings
3
are
gold
too good
cards.
for the likes of you.
Nice. I'll take it. And the maiden can give me more gold. On a day in the Shady Forest, you encounter the elf maiden. Ask to be blessed. That one's new. I'm gonna go for the gold, so that way I can perhaps, if I draw well, which I haven't, perhaps I could buy something later.
Whimsy and caprice, the domains of the old gods. Were they always thus, or has age corrupted their natures?
On bended knee, you beseech the gods to aid you in your quest. A distant rumbling and a flash of lightning. Treasure picker. I did not see what it did because I clicked it too fast. Whoops. Yeah, what is treasure picker? When the player chooses from multiple equipment or gain cards, the choices available are increased by 1. Cool. Ladder escape. Descend the ladder into the unknown. Let's do this.
I appreciate your efforts. I worked hard on this game. It is a pleasure to see you play. A ship at dock is worth nothing until it sails.
Using a weapon ability causes the player to be fully healed and for the ring to be destroyed at the end of the combat. Oh, okay. Ring of Poverty. When the ring is sold, all the player's gold is lost, but the player receives +1 max health for every 5 gold lost as a result of the sale. Dang. Let's do this. So that way I can start getting gold.
By those who made life better for others, now in your hands. Such a waste.
And I won't worry about food for right now. Let's just hope I start getting hit by things. Yay, Greenboro Forest. More and more portals are opening up across the land, and hellbeasts are appearing with greater frequency. These portals seem to appear more often around the Greenboro Forests. During your search, you discover some bags lost or left behind by traders and travelers. Yay, 3 food. Money, money, money. Oh. Your investigation also uncovers that what may be a treasure or powerful artifact, but it is concealed behind thick, strangling vines. Chop them down. You swing your weapon down, attacking the vines with gusto. Your weapon isn't strong enough to break through the vines. Oh.
Of course, killing their leader is a fine way to provoke them.
Ah, they didn't give me anything. That's right, I get some money. Oh!
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
There's all that money. Sick. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he did do some damage with them projectiles. But he gave me a ton of health, or a ton of money, which is nice. Ow! Stupid poisoned rats. They do some damage with their plague.
What brings you to play the game? Ha, I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
Ooh, now I got the scaly boys. Are they hitting me with giant fish? That's what it looks like. Alright, those guys are tough. Those guys are very tough. Well, 50 health is nice, and 5 food is nice. Traveling mage. Let's see if they can give me anything good. You have much to offer. You draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. Let's get these.
Some of your foes will take those curses to the grave and beyond. You treat powerful artifacts as though they were toys.
Another Deadman's Gorge, huh?
It's enough to put you off crossing at bridges like this. Surely there's an alternative that would leave you less exposed and vulnerable.
Ooh, I love these new arenas. See, what would suck is if one of these curses was the last man standing could not be parried or countered. Yay, 1 food.
A little food.
Yay, 10
Not a
food.
great change, but enough to switch the odds a little. Nothing speaks truth like blood.
In a forgotten desert temple, you stumble upon a cult performing a summoning. The cult leader standing before an ancient altar demands a blood sacrifice from you. Yeah. The cult leader murmurs some words and then slices your arm with a knife. Draw 2 pain cards. 10 max health, gross. 15 health, double gross. He collects your blood in a chalice and murmurs, "May the Dark Ones bless you." After your first chance card, pick. Yes! I love Guardian Angel. That one is nice. Ooh, and 1 equipment. Oh, can I wear 2 rings at once? Sick. Thought it was only 1.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Devil appears in a puff of smoke and fixes its evil gaze upon you. Greetings, mortal. Excellent, the devil cries with a glee. It points at you with a crooked finger saying, let's see you prove it. You said you could do it without a scratch, but I'll be generous and leave you a little more than that. Oh, he took all my health. Ow!
Now that was close.
That was close because suddenly this guy stopped doing countering attacks and did heavy attacks. That wasn't fair. You're not dead. That is unexpected. The devil waves his hand, partially healing you? Okay. Then disappears, leaving behind some loot. 15 health, that's nice. Equipment, Chains of Rage. I'll take it. For now. Ooh, Frostfang or Scorching Zeal. What does this do? During combat, every hit you sustain increases your speed and weapon
strength and power of a barbarian, which you are on closer examination.
That's actually really nice. This weapon has a fire aura that decreases
forms
quickly. Press left bumper to restore the fire and burn nearby enemies. Equipment with this trait burns with the flame of the ancients, doing extra fire damage. However, lava golems will shrug off fire attacks with ease. Okay, so what is Berserker armor? Every hit I sustain. Well, I don't aim to get hit too often, so I'm going to go with Scorching Zeal.
Really? Is that what you're going to do? A choice. Select your desire. Being tougher than you look is a very considerable advantage.
Oof. Fortitude's Breath or the upgraded armor? I think I'll do Fortitude's Breath so I don't lose as much food. 40 gold. 15 gold. Draw 3, select 1 to keep. Dang, huge hammer? What do you do? As you string together consecutive attacks, you do greatly increased damage.
And vice versa. In this case,
and press left bumper to unleash a force explosion.
Cut them where it counts, then finish them.
Interesting. Inflict a curse. Strike them to do bonus damage, but that also removes the curse.
Old Reliable rears his ugly head again.
I'm gonna go with the hammer.
Our lives are often lived thus, are they not? Pushed back and forth by the whims of nobility or power.
All the lands in the kingdom are being overrun with ratmen. Merchants in my lands are attacked on the road, as are any travelers such as yourself. My guards are needed here with me, but if I had just 50 gold, I would hire a mercenary army to find their nests and cull their numbers. Yeah, let's do it. Wise decision. I shall begin a campaign against the filthy rats immediately. Also, you may take this blade. With my mercenary army, I won't need to rely on it to protect me. Rat Cleaver. Hits against ratmen inflict double damage.
Amongst mankind, yet the two have lived in close proximity throughout the ages and are more similar than either would care to admit.
I don't need it, but that's awesome that I have it.
Closer to your goal.
Thanks, dude.
Every game must have both winners and losers. Without them, it degenerates into nothingness.
So I think I still get a merchant, which will be coming up next. So I'm going to give him 10 food. Tarnished old ring. Toxic blood. Any hit on the player during combat has the chance to poison the attacker.
I will have to rebalance that next time.
Alright, so this should be a merchant. Heck yeah. What you got? Consuming Shame, Angel's Wing, Medium Armor, Explorer's Helmet. I, unfortunately, do need the food.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
So I'm going to take the 13 food and leave it at that. But I got a sick blessing. Right, and every third one does not consume food. Saving myself food. Let's see. Wednesday.
At their heart, all games are about power.
Hey, Lionel.
The acquiring of power. The retaining of power. And most importantly, the use of power.
4 gold gain cards. Alright. I am just a rich little bugger. Sure, yeah, let's approach the shop and see what you got, my dude. Maybe I can get an extra blessing. Let's see, removing a curse is too expensive. At the start of each combat, a random opponent is highlighted. No. The player inflicts triple damage against foes who are stunned. Maybe. Undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves. I like this.
Very nice indeed.
Hero's remains.
So often, this is how the story ends, is it not? The hero tries, the hero dies. Their memory is celebrated, but they are lost.
You pass a funeral. It's obvious from the size of the procession that the deceased was a well-loved figure. You are approached by the cleric. The great hero fell defending our beloved town of Wondermere. His sword and shield are powerful artifacts, but must be returned to his hometown for the proper burial rites to be completed. Sure. Thank you. This will mean the world to his family. The town would have revolted had these artifacts not been returned. It's not far to the hero's hometown. Look for the town cleric when you get there. Viking blade.
Such an elegant use of rage and anger. You wouldn't expect it of the barbarian hordes.
These are some crazy weapons, man. I'm gonna keep what I have.
Sure that's the right approach.
But that's pretty sick. A shield bash deals damage to the opponent, damage increased as you go up in combo tiers. Oh, heck yeah. I'll definitely put that on right now. Heavy burden. After 5 steps, player loses 50% max health.
With that millstone around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
Yeah, I'll totally give it to him. Hero's return. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be my 5th step. I'm pretty sure that corner one or one of those other two is the boss.
Look deeply. This is the fate of heroes.
You reach Wondermere, hometown of the dead adventurer. The town cleric meets you at the gate. He appears to have been standing vigil. Return the hero's sword. Thank you. This blade will once again be wielded in righteous fury. Do you also have a shield? Yes, return his shield. Truly, you have done the Almighty's work in returning the shield. Thank you. Blessed are we who protected can fell those who trespass against us. Wrath of the gods. At the beginning of every battle, the old gods throw down thunder or one of my enemies. This is awesome. On any hit, the player inflicts 2 more damage for each blessing they possess. It's a lot of blessings right now, I'll have you all know. You have done blessed work this day. For your services, we will prepare for you a sacred artifact that you may continue your good work through the dark days ahead. Cool. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blessings. So that's an extra 3 points of damage, I think. Oh, do I have a new shield on? Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's the carnival again.
Frivolity's not my fault.
One day, just as dusk gathers, you reach a large country town hosting a traveling circus. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly colored, but now faded in the dust. Alright. So let's see if I can get this huge success. I want to say it was this one. Yes! Cheers and gasps. Inside you discover a number of spectacles being performed by costumed artists. Alright, let's see if I can get this one too. this one! Oh, thank God. I was gonna go with the other success. Along the back of the large tent, you discover a row of cages. Strange creatures look at you mournfully through the bars. You stop at the sight of a beast with a body of a lion and the head of a man. Please help me, the beast exclaims. I was born a man, but then I came here. They did this to me. You open the cage and the beast jumps out, saying, Bless you, stranger. I may live out my days as an animal, but at least I won't have to perform for those devils. Draw a blessing card. Will of the Gods.
Useful.
At the start of each combat, a random opponent is highlighted. If the creature is the first to die, it then pops out 5 gold, which the player may collect. The man-beast turns and flees between the other cages, swiping at them in fury as he passes. Various other cages break open, releasing a number of unusual-looking beasts that fly away. Card's token is now yours. Sometime later, you find yourself standing at the edge of a forest, the sounds of the crowds behind you. Day is just dawning, but which day? Looking back, you see the ruined buildings of a country town long ago abandoned. Yeah! I got it this time. Awesome. Forest escape.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth. The lizard men are nothing if not patient. He waits for you.
Oh, great, more. Goblin King's Halls. Alright, what do you need, Lionel? Hoy, lad, the enigmatic goblin, Mr. Lionel, climbs out of a barrel behind a tavern as you pass through a small village. I've made some refinements to the magic device, and I think we'll do better this time if we take another shot at those treasure vaults. You see, goblins sometimes hide their best treasure, magic items and such like, in enchanted treasure chests. The magic amulet will now reveal these to you. If there should chance to be one in any treasure vault we will happen to visit. Let's do it, Lionel. Good lad, let's go right now. I think I've located one on the desert not far from here. Under the blazing sun of a nameless desert, you and the goblin find a door partially buried beneath the shifting sands. You can keep whatever gold you recover, but remember to look around for treasure chests. They're sure to hold something worthwhile. Hot dog. Ow, ow. How do I get the treasure? $39 gold and 21 health. Yikes. I am running low. Good work, Mr. Lionel exclaims, seeing you loot with a return. You see, I told you there was more to be gained from these vaults. You divide up the treasure between the two of you. The dealer draws 3 gain cards. Damocles.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
Throw knives.
Give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
What does feathered ice do? During combat, press right bumper to create a blast of freezing ice centered on the adventurer. I'm actually going to take that over Damocles.
It is yours. You can take it.
Actually, I don't even have a helmet, do I? Nope. Probably should have taken the helmet. But, c'est la vie.
Noble in mind, or simply noble by birth.
A nobleman approaches on a chariot as you walk the streets of Stegall. He notices you and comes to a stop. You there, peasant, I wish to purchase your armor as a gift for my nephew. He is of similar build and enjoys a good scuffle on occasion. Might as well. Nobleman waits patiently as you take off your armor and then hand it to him. He should appreciate this. Ahem, after I have it cleaned, of course. Enjoy your newfound wealth, the nobleman rides away. The dealer draws you 4 gold gain cards. 15, 40,
I'm sure you agree.
30, 25. Wife's fury.
You are braver than I if you're willing to get involved in a marital dispute.
While traveling through a small town, you're accosted by a furious woman who shouts at you from the door of her homestead. You there! You look like you can handle yourself. My husband was supposed to be home hours ago, but instead he's with his pals, drinking away all our coin. They left the spoils from their latest job here. If you go and teach him a lesson, you can take your pick. Yeah, let's do it. There's someone with sense. I would go crack a skull myself, but our dragon cow is birthing a litter, and I might burn the whole place down. Yike.
Poor Jack. His place is so much lower than ours. He merely
You corner the
repeats
woman's
same
husband at the local
motions
tavern. He's
over
busy playing a
and
drinking game with
over,
his friends. Yeah.
incapable of change.
Alright. I think it was this one. Redraw, please. This one? Alright. The man eyes you uncertainly, but agrees to go back with you. Once home, the wife hands you a sack saying, take your pick. Fleet cuffs. What do you do? Increase the wearer's movement speed.
Faster is always better.
Reveals stare encounters upon entering level and grants gold bonuses for revealing every... I don't need that right now. Some imbue the wearer with greater movement speed.
Surprised
Let's go
to
with
see
that.
you turning your back on gold.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2. Okay, so I'll gain some health. Gain some health. Gain some health. Gain some health. Demon Trader. In your dreams,
With the devils of the night.
one night you are summoned to a
Perhaps
fiery pit and
not
greeted
your
by a
last.
demon. I sense you have some spiritual aura about you. I'm willing to trade you a magical item for it. Is it a blessing I get to choose? Let's do it anyway. Demon eyes you hungrily. It opens its fire maw and you feel some part of your soul dragged into that hellish abyss. Ah, toxic blood was taken. Tasty, the demon exclaims. Your new magical item will be sent along to the mortal realm soon. In the meantime, take this old thing. On every weapon ability
A quick
usage, all
flash of
bandits are
gold,
stunned for 3
and the
seconds.
bandits will forget themselves.
That's actually really nice. I'm gonna take
pleases
that.
You. This card will unlock more cards, and then still more. You must dig deeply if you wish to discover the heart of this mystery.
Ah, stranger in the
Again,
shadows.
a token is at stake.
On a dark, moonless night, down a lonely road, you encounter a hooded stranger. Greetings, friend. I am in need of some sustenance. Would you be willing to offer some of your vigor in exchange for gold, he asks. Yeah. Stranger moves with unnatural speed to grasp you firmly and bite at your throat. After a few seconds, he releases you. Thank you, he says, handing you some gold as you regain your composure. I am not yet sated. Would you like to earn more gold? Let's do it. The stranger moves with unnatural speed to grasp you firmly.
Hoard your gold and learn nothing in the process.
Mortal, you seem unusually willing to give up your blood for material gain. The stranger goes on to tell you a tale of secret blood auctions and where they may be found. I just wanted the token, to be completely honest. So let's look. Every bandit killed. I don't know if I'm going up against bandits. So I'm going to go back with movement speed. I do really need food, but I think this is the last one. So we'll see what I can get here. Buy blessings. Whenever the player eats food, they gain twice as the usual healing. We'll buy toxic blood again.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
And then we'll buy some food. Just to be on the safe side. So many items. And I think this is the last one. I think this is the Jack or the King or whoever. Yeah, Jack of Scales.
Now, a fight for the ages. I expect greatness.
This Lizardman's potency allows him to nullify the magical abilities of the player's weapons and artifacts. That sucks. Their latent magical abilities make these Lizardmen feared by all, even their own kind.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
No coin came out. The Lizardman's potency allows them... Yeah, okay, I read that. Yike. Dang, that was easy because of those artifacts.
Well played. Well played indeed. You have defeated something that I never expected to die.
Whew. Scepter upgrades. At the start of your adventure, you gain an equipment card. Yay! You start your adventures with more food. Double yay. Your starting gear equipment has been upgraded. Triple yay. Ratman strength has been increased. Bandit health has increased. And Lizardman strength has been increased. Alright, I like more of a challenge. Whew.
The wand represents my will in the purest sense. It is not too late for you to give up now. Go peacefully to your fate and leave me to mine. You begin to assemble a credible deck. Let us see what happens next.
Yeah, man. For loaning gold to a merchant, you receive Marketplace. For participating in a desert cult ceremony, because that's a good thing, you receive Health Tonic, gain 10 max health, Skullcap of Prophecy, and Desert of the Damned. For winning the Devil's Wager, you receive Fate's Folly. For culling the Ratman, Ratman hunting is unlocked, and you receive Rat Cleaver. For donating food for the orphans, you receive Ring of Enlightenment and Charity 3. For returning the belongings of the dead hero to Wondermere, you receive 10 gold per blessing. Oh, that would have been amazing on this run. And Warcry. I would have liked to have the gear itself. For freeing a victim of the Devil's Carnival, you receive 20 gold and Giant Eagle. For helping Mr. Lionel with his quest, you receive Goblin King's Halls 4. For trading with the nobleman, you receive 25 gold and the Lovers. For going to the tavern to retrieve the woman's husband, you receive Tavern Wager. For satisfying the Demon Trader, you receive Golden Ring of Pain and Demon Trader 2. For trading so enthusiastically with the Stranger in the Shadows, you receive Blood Auction. As a reward for defeating my Lizardman Jack, you receive Queen of Skulls, Metal Ore, Holy Forge, and Dark Ritual. And for defeating him, I also receive Hearn's Antlers and the Undead Bane.
Halfway done. Let us continue.
Blood Auction doesn't seem like a happy place. No, it doesn't. Especially not considering, or especially taking into consideration the guy who
Into the depths we go.
Who gave it to me.
Searching for the dead and dying.
Yike. So the Queen of Skulls is my next opponent. Haunted. Whenever the player purchases a new item, they gain a curse. Oh god, that's horrible. All traders have been persuaded to offer cheaper items. Oh, that's so cruel.
So much death and sorrow in the world. Can you hear the winds keening in loss? Can you hear the dirges as the trees and the earth cry out in sorrow? This is the Queen of Skulls, and that is all she can hear. It has driven her to madness. Her touch is the promise of death, and I say to you, you were warned. Farewell.
All these things that I have, and I don't know what most of them do. I don't want the Ring of Poverty or the Ring of Justice. So I'll take the Ring of Enlightenment and the Golden Ring of Pain to figure out what they do. I don't want Damocles, so we'll take Warcry. I won't be able to reflect any shot, so I'll take that out for now and put in Fate's Folly. With the rings, I won't worry about the healing cap, and I'll put in the Skull Cap of Prophecy to see if I can figure out what those are. And I'll put in the Undead Bane. It's a pretty wicked deck. Alright, so what can I remove now? I can remove a Wife's Fury, Desert Colt, the Devil's Carnival now that I've completed it, the Devil's Wager, Noble Trade, all of those. That was pretty nice. That gave me a bunch of money, so I may keep that. Gonna get rid of Stranger Shadows. Hero's Remains would be nice. I'll see if maybe I can keep them this time. We'll do the Lovers, Marketplace, Tavern Wager, Metal Ore, Holy Forge, Goblin, Giant Eagle, Desert, Blood Auction, Demon Trader 2, Charity 2, and Old Graveyard. Is there anything else I still need to complete to get a coin? Nope. So that is pretty much it. Alright. However, I'm feeling a little lightheaded, and I don't know why. So I think I'm going to call it for now, and we'll come back and beat the Queen of Skulls and whoever else awaits us.
A quick glimpse at things to come.
Oh, it doesn't tell... Oh, that's the King of Skulls, and it tells me what he'll give. -10... max health whenever the player gains a new curse. That sucks. Performing a prone finisher inflicts 5 damage on the player. That also sucks. Negative aura. Whenever the player loses a curse, they also lose 1 random item. That's not too bad for Queen of Plague. Cursed Luck. The difficulty of picking a successful chance card is increased. No thank you. King of Plague, Wrath of Food. In combat, on each counterattack, the player inflicts double damage and loses 1 food. No bonus or penalty on 0 food. Gross. In combat, everybody moves 20% faster and receives plus 50% damage from all sources. Interesting. That means no more counters I have to dodge. King of Scales. Whenever a weapon ability is used, the player consumes 1 food. That's Hungry Blades. And Skin Rash. The player draws from the pain deck on every 4th step. Ouch. I wonder if I can... Oh, there's lore to it. Oh, I can read the lore. That's neat. So those are the ones that I have up next. Oh, cool. After this next bout, I start with a blessing. And I advance to powerful blows more quickly. And then the last one, dagger upgrades. Each area you enter will be strewn with food or gold. Nice. You move with increased speed. Also nice. That is awesome.
You can now access Endless Mode if you wish to test your skills against chance itself.
What is Endless Mode?
Make your choices. The lands of the Queen of Skulls are unhealthy for the living.
Oh, do I just keep walking?
The depths of the game that you have attained. They were too weak or too inflexible, too passionate or lacking in the necessary will. You are different.
Interesting. Well, that'll be for another day.
Are you certain?
Well, that was ominous.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again. My piece takes yours, and the battle is ended. Try again. One more round. You have earned it.
Huh. All right. But yeah, so with that, my friends, I'm going to call it a night. I think I will try and stream some Legends of Dragoon tomorrow. I'll have to check to see if I can get it running okay and streaming okay. But if I can, that's an RPG I've wanted to revisit for a while, so I think that'll be fun. Night, night, you beautiful people. I love you lots. Thank you for all your support and everything y'all do for me. And I'll see you all on the next adventure.